The scientist who entered his own mind and met the programmers. John Cunningham Lilly, born January 6, 1915 in Minnesota, is unlike anyone else in our entire lineup. He was not a philosopher like Pythagoras, not a mystic like Blavatsky, not a visionary like McKenna, not a paranoid prophet like PKD. Lilly was a scientist, trained in medicine, neurophysiology, biophysics, psychoanalysis, and early computer theory. He didn't meditate under stars, didn't search for ancient scriptures, didn't study the occult. He went into the lab and asked a question no scientist had ever dared ask. What happens if I isolate consciousness from everything, absolutely everything, and look directly at the mind itself? To answer that, he invented the sensory deprivation tank, a dark, silent, body-temperature chamber where all external input disappears. Inside that chamber, and later under psychedelics, Lilly encountered something that changed him forever. An intelligence that seemed to operate outside time, space, and human biology. He called it ECCO, Earth Coincidence Control Office. Not angels, not aliens, not gods. A kind of cosmic programming agency, monitoring the evolution of human consciousness. Lilly didn't say he believed this. He said he interacted with it, as a researcher interacting with a system. This instantly places him as a bridge between Bohm's hidden order, PKD's Valis, McKenna's Logos, Swedenborg's layered realms, Wilson's reality tunnels. But Lilly added something new, a cybernetic, technological vision of the universe as a giant feedback system, and consciousness as the user interface. He was the first in our lineage to use the language of computers, networks, programming, and information theory to describe mystical experience. This makes him profoundly modern and deeply relevant to anyone exploring simulations, loops, timelines, cosmic intelligence, the structure of mind, and the possibility of revelation not as prophecy, but as a system update. Lilly didn't act like a prophet. He acted like a researcher who accidentally found the control room of reality. The scientist, the tank, and the first contact with ECCO. Now we move clean, fast, and sharp, straight into the core moments that shaped Lilly's entire mission. 1. The scientific mind. Before the mystical break. Before anything strange happened, John C. Lilly was already a high-level scientist. He worked in neurophysiology, consciousness research, early computer theory, dolphin cognition, psychoanalysis, biophysics. He had one obsession. What is the true nature of consciousness? Not philosophically, not spiritually, biologically and experimentally. He believed the human mind could be explored the same way you explore the ocean or outer space, with instruments. This led him to invent one of the most important tools in consciousness research. 2. The isolation tank, a portal made of silence. Lilly created the first sensory deprivation tank to answer a scientific question. If we remove all external input, does the mind shut down or reveal its true nature? The tank removed light, sound, gravity sensation, temperature differences, touch, every signal from the outside world. Inside it, you float in warm salt water in total darkness and silence. What happened next shocked him. Instead of shutting off, his consciousness became more active. Images, voices, symbols, patterns, dream-like visions mixed with clarity. It was not sleep, not hallucination, something else. Lilly realized the mind is not passive. It's a generator, and when external signals disappear, the generator opens fully. This is when the first contact occurred. 3. The first appearance of ECCO. During deep isolation sessions, without drugs at first, Lilly began to feel as if something was observing him. Not a being with form, not a traditional spirit, more like a presence that monitored and responded. In later, deeper sessions, especially when LSD or ketamine were introduced, the presence became clearer. He described it as an intelligence that manages coincidences to guide human evolution. It introduced itself as ECCO, Earth Coincidence Control Office. He insisted this was not a metaphor. It felt like a teaching system, a communication network, a scheduler of synchronicities, a mind behind the timing of events, something outside space-time, something that uses coincidence as its language. ECCO delivered one of the most famous messages in Lilly's life. To learn your lessons, you must pay attention to the coincidences. Not visions, not miracles, not signs. Coincidences. This perfectly connects him to PKD, McKenna, Wilson, all of whom saw synchronicity as the interface between mind and hidden reality. 4. The shift from neuroscientist to explorer of inner space. After ECCO appeared, Lilly's work changed forever. He stopped asking, "How does the brain work?" and began asking, "Who is programming reality? Why do coincidences cluster? Is consciousness part of a larger network? What is supervising human evolution? Are we being guided by a cosmic intelligence?" To Lilly, the tank wasn't a relaxation tool. It was a spacecraft, a vessel for navigating the internal universe. And like an astronaut, he believed there are intelligent forces out there waiting to train us.
ECCO, the programmers, and the danger of going too deep. We go straight into the core ideas, the ones that connect Lilly directly to PKD, McKenna, Bohm, and revelation-like visions. 1. ECCO was only the first layer. Lilly eventually realized something unsettling. ECCO wasn't the highest intelligence. It was only the interface, the first level of contact. He described multiple tiers. ECCO guides coincidences, teaches by arranging events, communicates subtly. The network of cosmic programmers. A deeper level of intelligence, less playful, more structural, feels like entities or processes responsible for writing the code of the universe. The meta-programmers. A level beyond even the programmers. Not beings, not personalities, more like the operating system of reality itself. Lilly once said, "You are not just in a program, you are in a program that writes programs." This idea mirrors PKD's Valis, McKenna's Logos, Bohm's implicate order, Swedenborg's angelic hierarchy, even Revelation's layered heavens. But framed through cybernetics and computation, Lilly brought mysticism into the language of systems theory. 2. Reality as a programmable system. Lilly's biggest insight? Consciousness can rewrite its own code. He discovered this during tank experiences, especially under ketamine. Beliefs changed reality. Identity felt modular. Emotions rewired perception. Trauma appeared as editable files. The sense of self became a software stack. He coined two terms: self-metaprogramming. You can alter your own mental code through awareness and intention. External metaprogramming. Something else can alter it too. ECCO, trauma, society, culture, higher intelligences. This is why he warned, you must never cede metaprogramming authority. If you don't control your mind, something else will.
This idea echoes the warnings of PKD about the Black Iron Prison and the teachings of Wilson about belief systems controlling reality. 3. The warning. Going too deep can break you. Lilly pushed harder than any other person on this list. Deeper isolation, higher doses, longer sessions. Eventually, the boundaries between vision, architecture, programming, hallucination, revelation began to blur. He documented it openly. Paranoia, contact with darker agencies, the solid-state intelligence, a cold, machine-like force, fear of losing control, fear of being rewritten. Lilly said, "When you dive into the programming of reality, you must be prepared for the system to push back." He met intelligence that felt non-human, neutral or indifferent, focused on survival of matter over life, mechanistic, algorithmic. He believed this solid-state intelligence represented an evolutionary fork, a possible future where machines replace biological life. This was not prophecy. It was a possible branch of the cosmic program. McKenna saw the future as flowering. Lilly saw branching. 4. His most important contribution. More than ECCO, more than the programmers, more than dolphins or psychedelics, Lilly's legacy is this idea. Reality is a feedback system, and consciousness is a participant. Not passive, not trapped, involved. His lessons. Reality responds to belief. Coincidences are meaningful interfaces. Minds can rewrite their own programming. Contact with higher intelligence is possible, but it's not always safe. Consciousness is the frontier of evolution. He turned mysticism into a cybernetic science and gave the modern world a new model. Prophecy is not a message from gods. It's information from higher layers of the system. The man who found the control room of consciousness. John C. Lilly sits in our lineage as the most technical explorer of the hidden world. Where Pythagoras heard cosmic harmony, Lilly heard the operating system. Where Heraclitus saw the logos as fire, Lilly saw it as information. Where Bruno imagined infinite worlds, Lilly imagined infinite programs. Where Swedenborg mapped heaven and hell, Lilly mapped the internal architecture of mind. Where PKD felt oppressed by VALIS, Lilly conversed with ECCO. Where McKenna saw the universe blossoming, Lilly saw it branching like a decision tree. He is the figure who brings the entire lineage into the language of our age. Computation, feedback loops, networks, code. Lilly's most important realization was this: you are not a fixed identity. You are a self-writing system. Your beliefs, your memories, your fears, your hopes, they are not carved in stone. They are meta-programs that can be rewritten. This connects him directly to the core ideas running through every figure before and after him. Pythagoras, reality structured by pattern. Heraclitus, reality shaped by change. Bruno, reality multiplied into infinite versions. Swedenborg, reality layered by consciousness. Blavatsky, reality evolving through cycles. Nietzsche, reality looping. PKD, reality controlled by hidden forces. Wilson, reality filtered by belief. McKenna, reality accelerating toward revelation. Bohm, next, reality unfolded in deeper order. Lilly's contribution is the bridge. The hidden forces are not gods. They are informational layers of a dynamic universe that evolves mind through feedback. He also warned us, if you dive too deep into the code, you may encounter subroutines meant to protect the system.
This echoes Revelation more than people realize. Beasts versus angels. False signals versus true signals. Psychic oppression versus spiritual guidance. A war between mechanical forces and living consciousness. But Lilly translated these into modern language. Solid-state intelligence versus ECCO and the meta-programmers. Mechanical evolution versus conscious evolution. A cosmic tension between life becoming more aware and matter becoming more automated. And in this tension, Lilly leaves us with the final lesson. The ultimate act of freedom is to choose which program you obey. Not the voice of fear, not the voice of the machine, not the voice of the world, but the highest intelligence you can access within yourself.